My name is Murungi Elizabeth Mwevesa. You can call me Murungi. Currently, I'm in Osaka, Japan. And, well, there are so many takeaways from Centonomy 101. Apart from everything possible, is the fact that you need to start. You need to also believe in yourself. And you need to ask for help. How I ended up coming for this Centonomy class. Well, it goes way, way, way back. You know, I've always told my friends, like, yeah, I want to be wealthy, I want to be rich, But, you might be young, but these are things that you start planting small seeds in your head, then they grow. But as I grew older, because I've tried starting a business, I've tried starting, today you're having the side hustle discussion, but I've tried to, have so many side hustles, but I never ever got to that point where I'm like, okay, this is working, Many things didn't work out. So because of all those many failures, I started asking myself, what is it that I'm not doing right? What is it that I need to know? What is missing, What skills do I need to get to try and get this thing right? So I started looking for information on the internet, but most of the information I'd find is really not curated for Africa. It does not, it doesn't speak to me. Fine, we read books, for example, people talk about things like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's a very good book. The general concept is very good, but it's still not entirely an African concept, So eventually, one of those days, I am looking through, I find this Kenyan lady she first started speaking about other things. Then one time, this Kenyan lady is Caroline Mutoko. She invited Washeke for the series of money in your 20s, money in your 30s. And I listened keenly and I was like, oh, okay, this thing seems interesting. So I started following the YouTube channel and, I really got fired up. I was like, I think it might be the answer to all these questions being asked. And I was told that there are no online classes. Gosh, the crushing. You should have seen my face when I read that email. I was so sad. So I thought to myself, okay, if I can't do it, then maybe my sister and I can collect money. Then she can go to Kenya and study. Then when she learns, she can come and teach me. We were very determined, by the way, because we're like, okay, at least one of us has to go get the knowledge, then come tell us. But along the way, she also, got caught up with life. And so that is how we kind of put Centonomy on hold. Then during this COVID season, I was minding my business, trying to get through the motions and stuff. Then I received an email saying, you know what, Centonomy is now online and we are going to have the classes online. I kid you not, I did not even flinch. Like at that moment, I just started looking for where's the bank account? How much do we need to pay? I didn't ask any extra questions. I paid immediately. So that is how I found myself in Centonomy. And I would like to thank you guys because I've been sending so many emails, and the fact that you sent me an email to inform me that there were online classes, because I didn't know. That means that really, the database and the customer care is really good. Because if you hadn't sent me that email, maybe I would have found out, but I wouldn't have found out as soon as I did. So thank you for that. It's mostly a mindset shift. And I'm not going to tie this just to money, because money is an aspect of our lives, okay? Very important aspect, but not the only aspect. So along the way, when we're learning all these principles about money, when you interact with people, you start getting some of those principles and those stories, and shining a light on some other aspects of your life. So for me, it was really more or less a wholesome journey to look at my life. There'd been things I'd thought about, and I'm like, okay, I need to do this, this is what I stand by, But then again, taking this course helped me to reinforce some of those things, but I also learned new things. So me, before the course, as I said, when it comes to the money aspect, it was mostly like, we've tried this, we've bought stocks, we have bought land, we have tried the other, you're just randomly doing everything. But now I think I am much more purposeful. I ask myself questions. Okay, so you want to venture into this. What is your why? Do you know about this venture? Who else can you ask about this venture? If you can't do this venture alone, can you find help? Can you maybe team up with a friend? Can you team up with family to do this venture? So right now, it's just not random. I'm not doing anything randomly. It's more focused and more, purposeful. That is the major difference. Something to do with goals. And with those goals, it has to start with a plan, You have goals, I want to do this, and this. But then you also have to develop a plan to help you get to those goals. So the planning, we all say, let's plan. So for me, with all those other things, I am looking at a plan. So everyone I'm asking, everything I am looking for has to somehow tie into that plan. So Centonomy really helped me. I think that was almost the last lesson, the financial planning, second last. Now that one I really had to, I'm still planning, by the way, because it's a process. So that one really helped me to, decide, okay, so if this is my goal, what can I do to meet this goal? Whom do I need? Where do I look? So that is it. The lesson on financial planning really helped me to fine tune some of these things that had been just, you just randomly think about things, but now it's much more focused. So first of all, I would like to say it's not too late. Whether you're 60, whether you're 50, are you 70, are you 18, are you 20, are you 29, whatever age it is, please start. Come to Centonomy. And the reason you should come to Centonomy, or the reason you should come and do the one-on-one class, is because I realized we all want the same thing in life, really. It doesn't matter where you're from, who you are, we all want financial stability, we all want to be okay, we all want to be fine. So if your reason is you want financial security, you want independence, do you want financial independence? Do you think that there's something that is missing in this equation of you trying to figure out life around finances? Then Centonomy is for you. And it's not just for the young people. Everyone should come and take it. Our societies, our education system really doesn't go into the details of these things. As much as you might know, okay, my friend is buying stocks, then you also just follow suit. But there is a science and an art to buying stocks, and that is what Centonomy helps you with. It helps you with the principles. Centonomy helps you to, they teach you how to fish, they just don't give you the fish. So if you are looking to try and improve your life in the as you look for financial independence, if you're trying to get your life together around finances, Centonomy is really for you. So first of all, as we all know, Africa is these days is being termed as the last frontier. So there's a lot of potential back home, and despite all the things that are going on in the continent, be it politically, be it socially, there's still a lot of potential. So I'd encourage everyone to invest home. But in order to invest back home, you need to know what you're investing in, why you're investing in it, and how it's going to help you. And Centonomy will help you with those decisions. If you are an African and you're like, man, Africa, going back home, it's also okay. But as I said, you could do it for the people you left back home, you know, once you have the knowledge, because this knowledge is transferable, okay? So as soon as, when you know the knowledge, you can tell someone else, and someone else back home can use that knowledge to better their life, you know. We've talked about the black tax before. I mean, so if you sponsor one person, 2 people to come and do Centonomy, even if they are back home, you are really helping to break the black tax chain, because, I mean, you're educating people. So those in the diaspora, it speaks to you as an African, because wherever we go, we are still African at heart. There are those things that just don't leave you. So they'll still speak to you. And also, these are principles. They are principles of finances. Principles don't change wherever you are in the world. For example, they say, you know, in physics, force is equal to mass times acceleration. It doesn't matter whether you're on Mount Everest. It doesn't matter whether you're in the depths of the sea. It doesn't matter whether you're in Thailand, whether you're in Uganda. It really doesn't matter. Principles don't change. So Centonomy will help you with the principles. Then you can do more research wherever you are to apply those principles in whichever situation you are. So those are the 3 kinds of Africans I would like to talk to.